Hello, this is Mr. Horn 83 with Mr. Horn 83 review. I'm doing the combined of a spoiler and non-spoiler of TMNT Out in the Shadows. And before I start the review, I want people to know I like this one a lot better than the first one that this one followed. But I'm going to get into the review. Alright, so the movie starts out with some turtles. They're doing something. I'll talk about that in the spoiler part of the video. And then they go to the next game, which makes sense since they live in New York and the Knicks are a New York team. I think they're going to go to the Knicks now or whatever. And this movie, I gotta say, it was more entertaining than the first one. Also, I think did better on focusing more on the turtles and, not focusing on Will Arnett and freaking Megan Fox. And this movie introduced, I believe, 5 new characters. Actually, maybe 6 new characters. Including Baxter Stockman. So you had Casey Jones, you had Crane, you had Baxter Stockman, you had Bebop and Rocksteady. So yeah, 5. But I mean, it's just like the way I felt after seeing the first one. It's like, should I love this movie or should I hate it? Well, the first one I initially turned out hating it. Was the second one I'll probably like a little bit better than the first one. And I'm surprised with how a movie like X-Men Apocalypse can get critically panned by all these freaking movie critics, but yet the first Ninja Turtles movie from this set, the reboot, a lot of people say, oh, we surprisingly liked it, blah blah blah. But yeah, the movie, I really like it, very entertaining, a lot of nostalgia for me, and I really enjoyed it. I'll definitely get it when it comes out on DVD, and I'll definitely see it more than once because I've only seen the freaking first one of this one time. One freaking time. That was enough for me to see. And that's when I seen it in theaters. Other than that, I didn't care for it. We just recently got it, so I'll probably watch it and give a review of that somewhere down the line. But now I'm going to jump into the spoiler part. And I want to start out with what they were doing, which was, also there were some cameos from people from the original movies. Well, not just movie, well, a couple songs, well, one song from one of the Turtles movies that made its way into this movie. But now I'm going to get to the spoiler part because, the thing about it, I like doing the spoilers better than I do the freaking non-spoilers. So, spoiler warning, not to give details on the movie. I'm not going to, like I said, it's not going to be as long as the X-Men Apocalypse review, but I had a lot more to say about that than I do about this. So, okay, it starts out with the Turtles training. They're trying to set up a formation. And like I said, they go to the Knicks game. And before that, they were headed to the game. And the pizza guy, I believe the pizza guy from the first one was the guy they got the pizza from. The Domino's guy. So, after they get the pizza, they go to the next game, they're sitting there watching. One of the Knicks players has the ball. I don't keep up on the Knicks. The only Knicks player I really know is Carmelo Anthony, which I'll talk about him in a minute. But, and I'll tell you why I'm talking about it too. But, then, Mike's eating the pizza and it, like, slides off and he slips and, hurts himself, and they have to do a jump ball for it because the pizza made the player slip. Also, because of the end of the first one, which I completely forgot about because I only watched it once, like I said, Vern got to get the credit for beating the Shredder, and they were calling him Vern the Falcon. Like, Vern the Falcon. I remember Vern as the cameraman for But so from there, we start getting introduced to some of the new characters, like Casey Jones, played by Stephen Amell, who is Arrow from the series Green Arrow. I really don't watch because I'm never a fan of Green Arrow. I could care less. Some rich guy who shoots arrows, tries to be like Batman pretty much, but Batman morals. So afterwards, we get Shredder introduced, we get the human forms of Bebop and Rocksteady introduced, which is played by Seamus. I don't remember the name of the other guy who played Bebop, but I do remember Seamus, because I am a wrestling fan, I watch it. But, so, they're in the convoy where Shredder, and Casey Jones was a security guard in this, which I'll talk more about Casey Jones in a minute. So, the Turtles after do the formation next game, April's contacting them, telling them, she's investigating Stockman like Donnie wanted her to. She goes up to talk to him and he gets all excited because he thinks she's really interested in him, but she's really just trying to get some kind of signal that Donnie created to Stockman's little tablet thing so that she can find out what his plans is, because she was suspecting that he works for Shredder, which he does. So they have a plan to break out the Shredder, which, as I said, Shredder gets transferred. He's in there with Bebop and Rocksteady. And I'll tell you what, Seamus and the other guy, they really nailed how stupid Bebop and Rocksteady was in the cartoon, right? In human form and in freaking turtle form, and in mutated form. And as Shredder's getting broken out by the Foot Clan, the Turtles are trying to stop him, and Baxter Stockman somehow got a hold of a teleportation device, which will try to teleport Shredder to where they're at, where him and Karai are. And as Shredder's going through the portal, he gets grabbed by Crane, who talks to him. Apparently he's played by Brad Garrett. Now, I know Grace Randolph said she noticed Brad Garrett's voice right off the bat. I didn't know it was Brad Garrett, honestly. But I was like, wow, he sounds a lot like the cartoon. I knew it wasn't the guy that played Crane in the cartoon, because he only does the cartoon voice. But he sounded a lot like the guy, and he had some of those Crane, still a little dark and mysterious, but he still had those Craneisms, as you like to call it. He's talking to Shredder about his plan, and he wants Shredder to help him with it. He gets Shredder to mutate the ooze, as it was called in Ninja Turtles 2, the ooze. And afterwards, he mutates he goes to find Bebop Rocksteady, which he goes to the same bar, which Casey Jones figures that out, because he's like, well, they wouldn't be stupid at all. Yeah, they would be stupid enough to go to the same bar they've been hanging. So before Casey Jones gets to him, Shredder gets to him, he's talking to him, he tells him he needs errand boys, when they were just talking about they don't want to be errand boys no more, they want to be like big time criminals, but they're too stupid to be so. So Shredder talks to him, and he convinces them to be his guys. They mutate him, and Megan Fox, as April O'Neil, was investigating Baxter Stockman. She followed him to the TGIR building, and she sees Bebop and Rocksteady get mutated, and then they find out she's there, and then she takes the ooze and runs with it, and the Turtles, it's scary to take it back to the Turtles, and after the Turtles are done with the next game and all that, they're back in the sewers, and then Mikey sees the Halloween party. He comes out through the sewers, and everybody's complimenting him because they think he's in a costume, but it's really him as himself. And he's sitting there. He starts, just being Mikey, Michelangelo, the party animal, like they always said in the cartoons and that. But even in the 2003 one, Mikey was most of the comedy relief in that show. So then, after Bebop and Rocksteady get mutated, Shredder starts using them for missions. He's going to send them to Brazil and all that. And I'll be honest, I really love Seamus and the guy who played Bebop. They were just great at Bebop and Rocksteady. I mean, especially nailing how stupid Bebop and Rocksteady and incompetent they are when they were in the cartoon. It was just hilarious. I mean, and finally see them, the CGI was a bit bad, but it was just hilarious seeing them on screen and watching them be stupid. And also, I want to talk about the Crane thing because Chris Stuckman's talking about. I watched it on YouTube. He's talking about how Crane didn't look too CGI. I really didn't think Crane looked too CGI. Yeah, certain parts of him did, but he wasn't a big message CGI like Chris Stuckman said. And I respect Stuckman's, reviews. That's why I subscribe to his channel, because he, not only does he watch things from a fan perspective, but he does watch it from a critic's perspective, and he's pretty good at what he does. Not to mention, he lives close to the area I live. He's in Ohio, and I'm in Kentucky, so. So, after all that, the Turtles decide they gotta stop Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady, so they're trying to find them. And Bebop and Rocksteady go to Brazil because Crane has like these parts that like help him come from Dimension X to Earth, which he talked to Shredder about helping him with. Which Shredder does, and he hires Bebop and Rocksteady. He sends them to Brazil because he got the first part of the art deal. The second part I think they got from Brazil. And I forgot where the third part they got it from. Can't remember, but I know. Actually, I think Crane had the first part. So Crane had the first part. They found the second and third part. So Turtles trying to stop them and trying to stop, Dimension X from getting hooked through. Throughout all this, Casey Jones, April, and them, they try to get the ooze back. And so they're breaking the police station because Donnie reveals to Leo what the ooze can do and how it can make them normal. They wouldn't have to hide in the shadows no more. But Leo says, no, don't tell Mikey and Raph about this because you know how they'll be, especially Mikey, with the fact that he wants to just go and hang with the humans and all that. Which, so Donatello doesn't, but you see that Michelangelo overheard it, goes and tells Raph about it. Raph really gets angry with Leo and tells Leo, hey, you shouldn't make decisions for us, you should let us all decide on our own, we're a team, this and that. And Leo and Raph have a typical Leo and Raph argument, always the same thing too. They're like a married couple sometimes, even though they're supposed to be brothers. So, after all that, Leo and Raph go on the mission, or Leo and Donnie go on the mission to try to stop Shredder from getting that part. And Mikey, April, and Vern all try to get the ooze from the police station, but they get booked. Because like I said, Casey Jones starts out as a cop in this, but he gets suspended because they think he's crazy or whatnot. And so afterwards, they go to, they finally go to fight Shredder and them, and they need help. Well, yeah, they go to stop Shredder and them from bringing Crane in, but they need help from the humans. And earlier in the movie, the humans had pretty much treated them like people would treat, X-Men basically. So they were like, oh, they're monsters, and you can feel the hatred. Mikey's all upset because he was hoping the humans would accept him. But they go talk to the police chief, or the FBI agent, whatever it's called, and convince her that they're the good guys and they're trying to help stop Crane too, which they end up doing. They go through a battle with Bebop and Rocksteady a couple times, and they go through, Shredder really doesn't do much in the movie except for give orders and put on a helmet, goes talks to Crane. Crane freezes him after he gets to Earth, and Shredder and puts him down in like one of his chambers, I'm guessing. So the main event fight was Crane versus the Turtles, which Turtles stopping, which I thought was way too easy. It was kind of easy and then it was kind of hard. I mean, you had Crane interchanging all his parts with his droid body. He looked just like the Crane from the 80s cartoon, except for a little bit different because of it being live action and that. And I think he looked a little bit bigger. The brain part of him looked a little bit bigger than the cartoon version. But not too much bigger, like freaking Crane Prime on the freaking current Turtle show, which looks overly too big. That's why I think Crane Subprime's taking over. But, yeah, overall, liked the movie. I liked the introduction. Bebop, Rocksteady, and Crane. I know a lot of people were harsh on Crane. Things I didn't like was Will Arnett as Vern. He just annoys me. I've never liked him as an actor, period. He's just annoying. And I know a lot of people say, oh, he was one of the standouts on Arrested Development. Yeah, well, that show got canceled for a reason. Probably because of him. And then, Stephen Amell as Casey Jones. I just didn't feel him as Casey Jones. I mean, he wasn't like the guy that played Casey Jones in the original Turtle movies. He was freaking just, he wasn't intense enough because, yeah, Casey Jones, yeah, he had lighthearted moments. And, I guess Stephen Amell studied the 2003 cartoon because Casey Jones was taken less serious in that than he is in the current cartoon and the old cartoon. But I just didn't like Stephen Amell, and he's always smiling like, hey, even when he's talking about the hard moments in his life and talking about how, I want to be a detective, but my dream might get ruined because people think I'm crazy. He's smiling about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, yeah, you can smile on freaking Green Arrow, but Casey Jones is a character. The fact that he started out as a cop, it was okay, but I just didn't like the whole Casey Jones thing. They could have had someone better playing. A lot of problems with the movie. I like that Shredder doesn't look like a freaking giant robot like he did in that original one. I liked that they focused more on the Turtles and less on Megan Fox, which, I'm not complaining about Megan Fox, but, it's a Turtle movie, not an April O'Neil movie, so, like I said, I really liked Bebop and Rocksteady. Shredder was pretty much useless in the movie, but, overall, like I said, I like it a lot better than the original one, the one that came before this. If you want good Turtle movies, just go watch the first two. First two were just great, especially part 2, Secret of Ooze. I don't care if Bebop and Rocksteady wasn't in it, but I'm not saying this movie's bad. I really did like it. My kids liked it. My wife liked it. I liked it to a point because of all the nostalgia with, Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady. They bring Casey Jones, but Casey Jones was freaking blah in the movie. And Shredder, like I said, was useless. Pretty much didn't do much. Except for bark around quarters. Sheamus, come back as Rocksteady. If you're done in WWE, you can make a living off of playing Rocksteady. But, yeah, because of some of the things I didn't like about it, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. So that'll do it for this review. Like I said, it's not going to be as long as the X-Men Apocalypse spoiler one. Or non-spoiler one of that one. But, I got some other things planned. I'm going to do another Turtles video. I'm probably going to review that freaking movie that we just got after we seen the second one. I'm also going to talk about what they could have done to make the Turtles 3 from the original ones better, and it will start with the end of Secret of Ooze. But also I got an X-Men, what they should do with the X-Men topic, what they should do with the X-Men next video after the Turtles one, or I might do it before Turtles one, I don't know. And but that'll do it. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on my Facebook fan page, Mr. Hornby83 Topics. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Hornby83. And till them videos.